Hi. A friend of mine gave me a bus to redo. Believe it or not, he got a crappy paint job. He bought this bus several years ago, and over time, the paint started flaking off. And it's actually a coworker friend of mine. And what it is, as you can tell, it's a thing bust from the Fantastic Four. Of course, he's got a little blue-eyed thing. I don't know if you can see too clearly in the light, but that's what he has. But the bus itself has a real bad paint job. Believe it or not, as you can tell, the white is actually the material of the resin, and I'm just literally just picking this stuff off. This bus usually retails for about $300. If I'd have paid money for it, good money for it, I'd be pretty PO'd, right? Yeah, for the paint just coming off. As you can tell, it's like supposed to be the Alicia Masters Edition 2003. I guess it's got the actual sculptor's initial, I guess. But again, he bought it at a comic book store. I think he ordered it. It was with a Hulk bus, and it's supposed to be a free bus. I don't know if the Hulk was free or the thing was free. But if I'd have paid for the thing, I'd be pretty pissed off. But he said the Hulk bus paint was not coming off, but this was. Sad to say, this is a really, really bad paint job from a very good, reputable company. I'm going to show you how bad this paint job is. It's like, this is a steel wire brush. And this, as you can tell, you see the paint just starting to barely come off. See, it's barely, well, not barely, but it's actually coming off with ease. And I'm not going very hard on it. It's just really, really bad paint job. It's just really, really bad. As you can tell, look at this right here on the shoulder blade. Look at this thing. Look at it. It's just really, really bad paint job. As you can tell, the rest of the bus right here is done with black primer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip all the way down, redo it with gray primer again, then hit it with black. I'll probably reprimer this because it looks like part of this primer is actually coming off too. So I was planning just masking this area with paper, and of course this steel brush you do need. I'm going to show you how to get this done before I go any further with myself, before I get hit on myself, pardon the pun. Put that little snot rag there. I have allergies. Well, here's certain spots you can need: Play-Doh, paper, masking tape, of course steel brush, and a little brush just brush the side off, and also the little dentist pick or dental tool for the Play-Doh. Alright, and I'm going to go step by step how you can get this done. It usually takes a while, but again, this is from a very reputable company. I don't want to mention the name because I don't want to get chewed out on my email address or my little Facebook page or MySpace or Twitter. Again, I'm going to show you step by step how to do this right, to do this screw up. You can also do it with basically a regular model kit. Model kits are usually smaller, depends what scale it is, but this is, as you can tell, a life-size thing bust. So let's see how it goes from here. As you can tell, I basically taped up everything. Everything's all taped around the side, so no spray paint won't get through when I spray paint the primer and the regular paint on it. So this is going to be on during the rest of the duration when I do the model kit. When I redo the bust. As you can tell, it's everywhere. I even use a Play-Doh. Here's why I use the Play-Doh for the eyes. So he's not the blue-eyed thing; he's the orange-eyed thing. So just to protect the eyes, because the paint job was not falling off the eyes, but just the regular bust itself. But again, I think they probably just, my personal opinion, I think they were in a rush when they did this model kit, bust. I'm used to doing models, but after the video, I'll show you my collection of what I got and show you why I know what I'm talking about. And that's pretty much it. So let's get this baby started. Now, as you can tell, the thing has already been primered, the bust. Got rid of the crappy paint job. The crevices are a little bit hard to do because they're deep in there, but I kind of kept the black primer still. But as you can tell, all the paint job is going to come off, all the crappy paint job came off. And it was fairly easy because they didn't primer it. If they would have primered it, yeah, it would have been a little bit harder. to redo the paint job. But as you can tell, primer's pretty much gone. It looks kind of cool this way, but it's like stone, like a stone sculpture. But my friend wants the thing, to have its natural color, or like the actual thing from the comic books. Now here's what I got. Here's what you can basically need when you do a painting job. You need primer, of course, gray, which is usually a neutral color. But for the thing, I'm also gonna put stone. I call it splatter paint, but it's like a stone texture finish, and it's called any splatter paint, but it's called this one I'm using is Rust-Oleum American Accent Stone, so give it more of a stone appearance. So, and I'm not gonna cover the eyes or like to protect the paint, because I'm gonna primer it also. So, but I'm gonna actually use these two primers, and once that dries, I'm gonna do a black primer on the thing bust. Then I'm going to get some like orange or stone orange, or like more like a rust-colored rock, and spray paint that one. And of course, I'll be able to protect the eyes with this one, because I want to leave these eyes black. Then I'm going to paint over white, then blue, then of course the pupil, which will be black, and the little. I'll probably use 00 for the lines of the blue irises. All right, let's see how this goes. Well, here's the thing, all primered. Not that bad. I'm gonna wait about 24 hours for the paint to dry, since I'm usually taking my sweet time with this. I'll probably show. I'm gonna do a project later, but no relation to this thing. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna customize an SAPD action figure from a zombie kit I bought. So pretty much it. So, but I'm gonna upload that video later on. So, but I am a zombie writer, so. And I do like comic books and superheroes and that kind of stuff. So, but anyway, here's what the thing looks like, all primered up. You got to make sure when you do something like this, you got to make sure the paint has to go in the crevices, because if not, the paint may peel off in that crevices or whatever. But I'm gonna reprimer it again for a second coat after I use a splatter paint, and after I let all this stuff dry. So, but yeah, this is what it looks like. So, but make sure when you do something like this, make sure you get the hidden areas like underneath the neck, the jaw. So that's something you want to do, and also underneath the deep brows like that. So I'm thinking it's kind of light, but that's what I got. So, all right. Now here's after the splatter paint. Again, I'm gonna let this dry for about a day, and then I'm gonna reseal it again with a black primer. And of course, I'll be covering up the eyes with clay. So when I actually do the initial primer of the color of the thing's stone color, which would be orange, or maybe an orange reddish type color. I haven't figured out how I want to go through that yet, but as you can tell, it's pretty much well primered, and all I have to do is let this thing dry. All right. Okay, it's me, John Ross again, and here I already spray primered the thing bust black with a black primer. As you can tell, I used putty, actually orange Play-Doh for the eyes, to cover the eyes. The eyes are black, like this bust here. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to spray paint this with this orange. I try to find a realistic orangey stone to it, sort of something like my little rock card. I need to work on this rock card. Hey, shit! Sorry, it's a dead bird. Something like this kind of color, but fortunately, I couldn't find it. Or it was more like an orange granite type color, but since I couldn't, I'm gonna use this for the thing, because I try and make it more realistic and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I also use this to push in the like a little dental pick, or it's usually like for dentists, but usually artists, model, especially myself, use these tools. So you can get them at a flea market or a dental supply warehouse like Hans Dental Supply on I think it's on Maine or San Pedro, somewhere around there. Oh, no, excuse me, North Florida. Hans Dental Supply on North Florida. So you can get a lot of cool stuff in, like algae and stuff like that. So, but as you can tell, it's getting a little bit brighter because the sun's peeking through the clouds, and you can tell how I spray painted the thing bust black. So now I'm going to spray paint the thing with orange. One thing I need to remind you, I'm spraying it's sort of like in a stroke, like an upper portion stroke, instead of one big huge flat spot. So to give it more dispersion of the even, instead of like some globs here and there, but do it totally even. And that's how I'm doing the thing bus. Just like strokes like this, so like that. I'm just doing like more uneven strokes, so you can see the crevices of the lines and stuff like that. So, and that's what I'm doing for the thing. So, and so you can tell it's more finer details coming out through here. That's why it's primered in black. The second primer black. So, and goes, yeah, another way. So like a stroking distance, see? Kind of like so forth, see? Make sure it's even covered. So, alright. So I guess I'll just see it around when this product is finally finished. I mean, I'll turn the thing back on, take some more pics when this when this base is finally finished. Like, I don't multitask, I don't talk and do stuff at the same time. But this is what I did so far. So far, it's looking pretty good so far. So, give more of an orange-like appearance. Primer it, do a hell of a better job than what these people did for the thing bus. So, alright, there you go. But yeah, this is what I did. I'm kind of babbling on right now, but I kind of get excited of my own work. Alright, but I'll show you a video of already finished already. Alright. And voila! After spray painting the thing bus with this orange paint, here again, here's what I did. You can see all the highlights of the rocks and the rock and the little, I call it puzzle formations on the face and the bus. And this is what I did so far. All I have to do is let the paint dry for a couple of minutes. This is resin, so I spray painted this bus on several layers of black primer. Well, actually the gray and the black primer, so that's what I did. So that's what I did. So far, it looks pretty good so far. I just wanted to get the thing done before I go on my vacation. It's already October the 9th, I think. So this is what I did. So I hope my friend enjoys it. All I need to do is the eyes. Remove the clay and expose the eyes. The eyes are already black, and just paint the iris, the pupils, and the eye color and stuff like that. So I guess that's pretty much it. But I had to make extra sure I got underneath the jaw and the thing's brow. So that's what I had to do. So. But so far, it looks okay. It's got a little Alicia Masters little signature on there, so that she did. Of course, it's best of like 2003, and it's 210, I guess, of a certain number of whatever they made. So, but I hope my friend likes it. So that's pretty much it. So.